Anyway, let me do my fucking joke.
Do it.
Oh look, Cyberpunk 20. I fucking people talking over me while I just said I'm going to do a fucking joke. Oh shit. Alright, well what I will begin with by saying now, because I definitely did not put it in group, though it is on screenshot on the phone, is Borderlands, the movie, casted Kevin Hart as Roland, which is weird because I would have casted Kevin Hart as Cliptrip.
Yeah, he's pretty annoying.
I
just watched like 20 minutes of Kevin Hart videos. I guess we started.
Can we close door? Oh look! Seamless edit inserted right here. You didn't see anything.
Right.
Now we've got Matt here, and we've got Pat here, and we've got Jaden here. Unfortunately,
Jaden.
It's Russian Jaden.
Unfortunately, my name does not rhyme, but this is the Hat Club. Welcome to the Hat Split Podcast, episode 17.
Making fedoras cool again.
Except for mine.
Right, so we're going to start with something I promised at the end of last episode, which was to go through the new Disney Plus releases. And just now, I mean, we're starting this a lot later than I expected, but it's been, weirdly, for a summer in Australia, too fucking hot. So here we are in the second week.
In Soviet Russia, this is cold. Wait, no.
Right now in Russia, I'd rather be there for the weather, but not for the riots. So they can have that.
Just the Australia Day riots here.
Yeah, people rioting on social media, if that counts.
Well, speaking of Australia Day, to break the broken Russian, broken English accent.
Quite offensive, I'm sure.
Hey, I'm Russian, it's fine.
I love it, don't you?
Just in time for my birthday, 19th of March, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Hopefully it's a bit more exciting than WandaVision, which I've seen a couple of. I don't think anyone else has.
I've seen
Pat's
them all.
birthday.
As I said off camera, ask me what happens in WandaVision.
Yeah, but I thought you were just fucking with me. Have you actually seen them?
Yes, I saw all 3 episodes and absolutely nothing happens.
No. Well, I'm excited anyway.
Tell me what happens.
I don't mind just
Tell me what happens.
I'm not 12, so I've
Tell
got
me
the
what
patience to get through them.
Okay, that's fine. If you don't agree with me, tell me what happens.
And actually, as a matter of fact, my 12-year-old does love them because it's just a cute little sitcom.
I didn't say it was shit. I never said it was shit. It's an alright show, but nothing happens. What happens? Tell me what happens.
Well, you've got Wanda and Vision living together in a weird, like 50s black and white world, at least for the first 2 episodes. I think at the end of the second one,
and then at the end they like transfers like 70s or 80s or something like that.
And it's just they're trying to like fit into the neighborhood, and or it's a bit like a cross between Bewitched and like
I Love Lucy.
I Love Lucy. And
what's that one with Lucy?
What's
the one where they love her? What's that called again?
Is it Married with Children? Is that the other one?
No, that's
like the one with
that.
Oh no, I don't know.
There's no crude like.
Well, it's not over the top, but like it's. I don't know. I felt like it's going into that area,
well,
especially when it does
seen the third one.
The magic shit.
Yeah, that was clever. Like the fact that he got drunk by having chewing gum. And then he was like doing actual magic or robot magic or whatever he is. And she's like, oh, there's mirrors behind this curtain. And everyone's like, fair enough. I'll buy it. It's just kind of cute and a bit of fun. And because I think everyone's been a bit starved of like good Marvel content. So they're expecting like everything. And no, it's just slowly getting there and just got to wait. And I'm pretty sure it'll pick up the pace a bit as it goes on.
I'm pretty sure the twist will be good, but if it's not a good twist, then it's going to be very
the outrage.
Boring.
We'll storm.
It's not bad.
We'll storm Disneyland. It'll be like the Capitol thing all over again.
Yeah, that'll go well. You'll get.
We've got Bob's Burgers, which is sort of a very non-Disney show, but Fox owned it, so it's still happening. Great show. I think it's the Bob's Burgers writers that are doing Deadpool 3. Yeah, I remember that. So pretty excited about that. Black Widow's not coming out till May. Hopefully we get it in the movies here because at least they're open in Australia. not so much in the UK.
Speaking of things not being open, you know Lena Park's closed?
Is it?
Yeah, till July. They're getting new rides. I wanted to go this Sunday.
I was going to say yes. Yeah, they're getting new rides.
Yeah, they closed till July.
Yeah. They were introduced...
That's a long time to be closed.
Yeah, I hope a friend of ours that was working there is getting by somehow.
What, this guy?
I thought it was Lucas.
They worked there as well. I worked with them on the day of Halloween and all that.
Yeah.
They were starting to introduce the rides around Halloween, but it was taking a long time. I don't know why they'd shut down the whole thing. You'd figure that they would just block off those areas, but then again, they might have construction.
So no one gets paid till...
I just do limited contractual work. I'm not full-time, so I don't know.
We'll have to go back to working on OnlyFans or something. Loki, we've got to wait till May. There's a lot of good stuff coming out in May, like Free Guy or whatever that's called.
Ryan Reynolds,
love the dude. Yeah, no, it's worth watching if you haven't seen the trailer for Loki. Just looks so good. Shang-Chi, we've got to wait till July. Ooh. Jungle Cruise with The Rock. He's just doing every Disney ride movie. And I could keep going, but What If Summer 2021.
What if you kept going?
I think we'll leave it there. There's just so much to get through. Like, they just dropped an announcement with over 400 films that popped up and a price rise. So unfortunately, if you don't have it yet and you want to buy it now, it's gone from, I think it was $89 for the year. They've added like another $20 or so onto that. But there's a lot more content on there. But if you've already got a subscription like moi, then you still get all that extra content for whatever you paid. All right, so that's where we're at. I did have an article there about another lawsuit against Cyberpunk. I think they've got to be more worried about, more than anything at the moment, is that their own country's government is looking into sanctions because of what they did with all the marketing. And I heard on a recent Destiny stream, one of the fans piped up and was like, what if, how it's got a whole critique on capitalism in the game. The way they marketed the game is actually like a meta critique on corporate capitalism and how evil it can be. And there was a good take on how buggy the fucking thing is, and they're slowly fixing it. We might get there by the end of the year to Witcher 3 levels of goodness. I still think it's fun, the mechanics of the battle. That's one thing, even Angry Joe, who had lots of issues with it, was when it's working.
Yeah, and you really sucking that Angry Joe dick, don't you?
I love it. I've got him all up in there. He's so good.
Can I point
out
that Witcher 3...
comicbook.com soon to me. Fucking banned!
Witcher 3 was also apparently broken on launch as well.
Yeah.
And this isn't
Fallout 76, which they fixed.
No Man's
Every
Sky.
Fallout game,
Aliens,
basically.
Colonial Marines.
No Man's Sky, they fixed. By that time, it would burn me too much to go back.
Aliens, Colonial Marines.
Which in that one they lied as well in their trailers. Duke Nukem, they lied in that one as well.
Yeah, but that never got good.
Yeah, Aliens, Colonial Marines was fucked because of a spelling mistake in the code.
Really?
Literally why the Alien Eye was so dumb.
Oh, God.
Fuck.
Did they fix the spelling error at some point?
Was that the one where it was really scary, or was that a different one? Because I know there was a really bad one, and then there was another one that was actually okay.
No, the scary one is Alien Isolation.
Right, yeah, that one was...
Which I'm working on finding a mod to play that in VR.
Nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of VR, I went and played Arizona, and when I looked it up on YouTube, everyone's like, oh, that's fucking old. You need to get the new, fresh VR stuff. And I've seen a few clips, and they look really good. But when you go to these special retail spaces to do it, there's one in Penrith. I've already forgotten the name, but and the other one in Bondi where I went. Freak, it's called.
Freak VR.
Yeah, the most slick looking, the one they kind of push you towards is Arizona Sunshine.
Yeah.
And I got to admit, it was pretty fucking cool. We just had this space, probably 4 times this house, and we were running around, jumping over things, getting into elevators, gingerly stepping through walkways that had huge drops on either side of us. We're getting giddy. When you got in the lift and it started dropping, it honestly felt like, we were descending.
Is that the game, or is that the place that you're in is actually...
I think it helps to... No, it's just in your head because you're seeing it in the VR and you've got the backpack and everything else on. It's still a bit buggy. There was a few sections where, we played up to mission 3, which was not cheap, by like 3 levels. But I was like, it's close to his birthday, I want to check this out properly. And when you buy another mission pack, it's like slightly cheaper. Pretty, I'm impressed.
I'd recommend Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. It's a very good one. I own that. I almost brought my VR today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because the backpack, I don't know if that was such a big improvement. Like when the zombie horde finally crested their wave beyond what we could manage and got through into our flanks and were chopping and raking at us with their claws or whatever. You know, you felt a bit of vibration, but it wasn't that bad. I wouldn't mind if they turned that up a bit. But they were clipping through stuff, like I couldn't shoot some because they were like stuck in this crate/barrel obstacle, and I was like, he's there, but it's not letting me shoot him. And then he got through and started hacking away at me. And it was way too expensive, but I'm glad I tried it out.
Get an Oculus.
I don't know if I'd be able to run around. No, not so much about the backpack, but
really, because let's go back 3 episodes ago where he's like, I just wish you could feel it.
Yeah, but that
pain. You know?
Yeah, if they had one where it really helped you feel it properly, sure. But these were like tuned way down. Maybe they could turn it up and like properly like hurt you. That would be like hardcore drunk bucks party.
I've never heard of anyone wanting to, aside from those Street Fighter freaks who play Street Fighter, whenever they get hit, they're electrocuted. This is the second time I've heard someone who want to play a game and feel pain.
Yeah, I mean, not knock you out, but like at least
it's called
give you
being
a bit
a
of
masochist.
But that's like, I mean,
there needs to be stakes for it to matter.
Let's play Russian roulette.
Yeah, that's one critique. The other critique was, when there's a lot of zombies, it was kind of clipping and like there was frame rate drop and all that, and it looks like the graphics obviously are like late 90s levels because it's VR, so they're just not quite there yet.
If you want stakes, you should play Phasmophobia.
Is that a horror game? Because there is a haunted house type one.
I love Phasmophobia in VR.
Okay.
Just start running around and say, George Henry, you're a prick, for like 10 minutes.
The reason I like
You won't attack me, you're scared.
I wouldn't want to go there for the backpack. It's more for the amount of space you've got to run around in and do all these actions that are required. And it really makes it feel like a real space.
How do you know that you're not going to hit a wall?
Because there's outside the gameplay area, there's like this barely visible blue grid.
Ah, good.
So you can kind of I can't go that way. I think they're just Oculus things or something.
Are they wireless? No cables attached?
Well, there's a cable to your backpack, I think, but otherwise, yeah.
What colour were the headsets? White?
No, black. Yeah.
Were there straps on it that you could adjust?
Yeah, and you could like turn it and make it looser and tighter. All that sort of thing.
The Quest might be the HTC Vive.
Are they wireless? I didn't think they were wireless.
Maybe they've got some sort of tech that allows it to be.
They might have some newer shit.
Yes,
that's wireless.
It's wireless.
I gotta admit, if
it's
I had...
wireless.
That's why I was lagging, because you're doing it wirelessly.
Why?
It wasn't that lagging, but it was just, I think the software in the game made it a little bit like sometimes I'll be shooting a zombie right in the head, and it was just like,
take a second or something. Or plus, you're all sharing the same server and whatnot, so that probably affected it. So if you're doing it on your own.
So I think last time I hadn't seen Wonder Woman yet, and you did your review, which was just describing what happened in the movie.
And I'm not watching it.
Oh, because you're such a hero.
Wonder Woman is your hero.
Wonder Woman is your hero.
You and your prejudices. I don't know.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was alright. I mean, it wasn't as good as the first one. No, I mean, I'm decrying your prejudices.
Then why do you have me on the show?
Because, like, it's content.
I get the money.
I can just throw you in there and go, like, this is what's wrong with the world.
Joe Rogan with the frog guy. I forget.
Oh, Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm kind of retarded.
Yeah. Though before I stopped listening because I went to Spotify and I just don't use that app for podcasts. Like, that's my music app. He did say that he was going to change, or he had changed his approach. Like, he used to get a lot of really far right wing, like, completely crazy people on because it was good entertainment and he got more views. But now he's like, alright, from here on in I feel more responsibility.
Well, yeah, he doesn't have to worry about views. He's fucking just got to deal with Spotify. It doesn't matter. He can do what the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
At this point, he'll probably
he cares less about that. He just wants people he's going to have fun talking to.
How is Spotify not your podcast app as well?
I thought we have it on there. You put it on there.
We do?
Yeah.
So how is it not the one you use?
Because I use Castbox. What do you mean? I've all got everything loaded onto that.
If you've already
you're not supporting the home turf.
But if
what he's saying.
If you've got,
it's not home turf. It's on all the different things.
I mean, if you have Spotify already,
Right.
Spotify has all the same podcasts.
Mm.
I don't understand why you're using multiple.
I'm only using one app for podcasts.
But Spotify has all those podcasts.
Yeah, but it's my music app. Because sometimes I'll switch in between.
That's like me when I try to talk to a console. I go, the PC has everything that you're playing and more. Yes, but I use the PC to write notes down. My Xbox is what I play games on.
Yep.
Anyway, carry on.
It makes sense to me. I don't know. I've got subs in this app, like to the various podcasts that I listen to, and it keeps track of how far I'm into. Like it knows which ones I've listened to already. It's bookmarked basically all these different things, and if I start on a whole new one, then I'll lose track of where I was with like the 10 or 20 different podcasts that I listen to, and I won't know where I was.
Well, these are my running shoes. Well, these are my jogging shoes.
Yeah.
No, but these ones I used to run.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense to me. So anyway, this guy got upset that, or a lot of people got upset that there was a scene in Wonder Woman, and it was first reported for some reason that she saves 4 kids playing soccer from getting hit with a missile, which is completely wrong, and clearly none of these people had actually seen the movie. It's actually, they're getting saved from being hit by a bunch of trucks. She did, in a ridiculous manner that would have actually killed them.
When I watched that, I was just like, yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Those kids are
Yeah,
dead.
so she got them with the lasso and pulled them out of the way, but it would have been at like 10 Gs.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
the way that he was describing it, I thought he meant that she saved them with a missile.
No. No missiles were involved whatsoever. And the whole controversy was that she used to be in the IDF, the Defence Force, and the IDF have actually killed Palestinian kids with missiles. So it was a bit like, how can you have her saving kids from missiles? And they weren't even Palestinian, they were Egyptian, and all the stereotypes they used, like the Omar Sharif type character that was like the big oil guy, was a bit on the nose. Like it was very 80s American idea of what Arabs did. Like every single Arab wore like that Saudi style headdress thing. Yeah, but it just was very...
Life is good, but it could be better.
It still made me cry at the end, especially when they used the theme song from Sunshine, the Hans Zimmer song, when she started flying. She was first using the lasso to like catch onto a lightning bolt, and then she's like, I could just, hang on, I'm like running in the sky. I don't need an invisible jet that I can never find again. And
Told ya. Told ya.
But the thing that most bothered me about that, it wasn't the fact that she could make a jet invisible.
Oh, is the fact the jet had fuel in it?
Yeah, like forever fuel. I was just like, where's the no explanation for that? Because you're flying from Washington to Cairo in what seemed like an hour, and then back the next morning with apparently no need for refueling. And anyway.
What happens if like a bird poops on it? Do you see like the poop on the window? Or is it just
It's a good question.
puke got caught? Like, see anything?
No, I'm sure the magic that she uses would just like diffuse it into some kind of...
I think I swear I saw some really like stupid post where it's like condemning the movie because Wonder Woman sleeps with the guy who's meant to be him, but it's like not his body.
It is fucked up though, because there was a Kevin Smith podcast, and they were talking about that, how kind of creepy it is that he just gets his body back, has no apparent memory of it, sees Wonder Woman when it's like the last scene where there's some Christmas market, which they clearly shot way later to like justify the fact that it was released around Christmas, because originally it was a July release, and that's why it was set around Independence Day and all that sort of thing. But then he's like in this market going, oh hey, you're that pretty girl that has raped me like 20 times while someone else possessed my body. Because I'm sure if he had a choice, he would have had his hand up, but he didn't consent.
Yeah.
His body was being used.
Yeah, but does he remember that? Like, did he?
No, apparently not, because he's just there like, hi, you seem nice.
Was that guy?
How's it going?
Was that how her boyfriend's dead?
Yeah, Steve.
How she couldn't accept that and said, "What this
Well, her
guy's
wish,
a vessel for it."
joking wish was, and for 70 years somehow she's pined for this guy. This Chris Pine. I just slipped that in there somehow. He just popped up, but to everyone in the world, he looks like this random dude that he took over, some engineer guy. And his entire family just has to be okay with not seeing him for weeks, and then suddenly he pops up on TV fighting someone who looks like a cheetah and a Trump clone in the White House. And it's like, hey, we've been looking for him, and why is he fighting with Wonder Woman. What's going on?
No, they don't know who Wonder Woman is right now.
Yeah, well, the girl that's been saving kids in shopping malls from jewel heists.
Again,
yeah.
She was never really caught on tape, but at the same point...
They did mention her, but I guess there wasn't any video.
Yeah.
It's...
Now, Cheetah Girl. Ugh.
Yeah. You're right, it was quite a dark
fight
scene, but I thought it was okay. I was more bothered by...
Really?
I like dark things.
Even with the golden armor, and it was still somehow dark?
Well, was there any light?
Well, you're implying that the armor itself should have...
I feel like any fucking light that hits that fucking armor should reflect off.
Yeah.
Incredibly effectively.
It was shiny, and then Cheetah just kind of bashed through it, and then Wonder Woman was like, fuck this, I can take you out myself, don't need this silly armor. And then they did that nod to like the original Wonder Woman in the credits, and I was like, that's cute. I can't imagine what it would be like for the millions of people that don't know who she is.
Oh yeah, I had people screaming at that. Yeah, that was. I think I mentioned something like.
Yeah, like you said, wait for the credits, and yeah, if you're a fan of the '70s TV show, then it's a nice little nod. You know, she's playing the character that originally wore the armor and was raped by 4,000 Vikings, and then just kind of, I guess, slunk off somewhere to hide until she found a nice coat and was like, "Hey, I'm back. Had all my therapy. I'm good now." Yeah. So I don't know. It was all a bit over the place, but it was fun. It was a bit long. But I had a good time, and that's my review. Give it a 7. The original, I think I gave like 8.5. And it was adequate, and considering we've been starved of like any superhero content through the entire year, we have to take what we can get. All good. Am I even in this thing? Because I'm sort of backing out like that. I spotted an article, I don't know how legit it is, but apparently Gerard Butler is going to play Kratos. I can kind of see it, but I know Momoa was pushing for it. So we'll see where that goes.
Give me Triple H with the beard.
Yeah, Momoa doesn't look very Greek, but then
I barely know him.
Gerard Butler.
And I'm just looking at him.
He does all those adventure.
Voice,
Have you seen the trailer for his latest movie? It's supposed to drop on Prime or something, and it's basically like the world's about to get blown up by a bunch of meteorites. So that's a new angle. We haven't done that before.
No.
And he's trying to get his family to some bunker in Greenland. So it's basically 2012 as cross like that earthquake movie and Armageddon. Yeah, but no one's going up to try and break it up. It's just like, yeah, the meteorite's broken up, but it's still going to be an extinction level event.
Cool.
So it's just a big CGI fest. And
again,
he does a lot of those movies. He did that one with the weather satellites that were doing the same thing. So he's just got his niche. He's got to pay those bills, so good for him.
I think he'll do it. I prefer him over Jason Momoa.
Don't tell me that. Someone posted in here saying that Bad Boys was the biggest domestic box office hit of 2020. Could the year get any worse?
Not much came out though in 2020. It's not really.
Yeah, well, that's
much.
the point.
Hey! He will go for.
Called it.
He will fight to the death over Tenet.
Wrong Tenet. No, so we lost Jodie Whittaker as Doctor Who after 3 seasons, which apparently is about normal. They usually do 2 or 3 seasons.
David Tennant got like 5.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for any Doctor Who fans.
There was one guy that got 1 season though.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but I think it was the first season of
one of the good ones.
Yeah, it was alright. I've seen him he was good in 28 Days Later.
He left, I think, because there was some kind of dispute with him and either the
probably the showrunner.
Or, yeah. So he just sort of politely stepped away.
Didn't get to play it the way he wanted to.
I think so.
Eccleston, I believe it is. Chris Eccleston.
I think there was an interview with him if you want to look that up on YouTube.
Yeah, no, he's never really completely dished.
Yeah,
the real dirt though. I'm waiting for that.
Yeah.
He might get drunk on Graham Norton one day and just unload. So.
Everybody gets drunk on Graham Norton.
Yeah, that's literally what they do. They just ply them with alcohol. So, love that show. Okay, we've got apparently Empire Australia is no more. They've already released their final magazine. I don't know if they're still going to have the UK Empire magazine running.
I had a subscription of that.
Yeah, I used to have that. And I mean, Filmlink I used to get as well. That stopped printing like a couple of years ago.
Never heard of it.
So yeah, print media is really on the way out. It's quite sad. And I'm part of the problem because I just read everything online now. I've still got piles of Empire magazines sitting there that I haven't read yet from like 2 years ago. It's not cool, man. But
I'm a zoomer.
You just gotta move with the times, I guess, and hopefully the writers do get other work. They got a website, but everyone's on social media, so they've got to get these clickbait articles out there, basically misleading people, so they can get to that website for that one like juicy story. And yeah, it's a real conundrum. I think there's enough people out there looking for quality content and long form journalism that eventually it'll swing back, and hopefully it's not all going to just go in one direction. So we just
You're insecure.
I'm just hoping that it doesn't just keep dumbing down, and we end up like that stupid movie. Because we've turned it around, obviously, with the political side of things. It's looking a little bit better.
Have we?
Well, in some places, maybe not in Russia, but in America, things are definitely turning around. Again,
so. America is my problem. How?
Well, they're the largest economy in the world. We take a lot of our cues from them. Yes.
Or is that China?
No, China's. I think they're up to number 2 now. But they're not number 1.
But see, the thing is, everyone owes that much China money. They pretty much are. Yeah. China's won already. The rest of the world just hasn't realised yet.
They haven't had their revolution yet. We'll see.
As a PC gamer, that is a terrible fucking keyboard. What the hell is that?
What?
A fucking keyboard.
Well, that's the joke. I don't think he ever actually used it. There was a cosplayer named Jared Nandon, and he passed away.
Yeah, didn't you see? Have you never seen a video of him at like BlizzardCon?
Yeah, he walked out onto stage and everyone lost their minds. He nailed it. Like that's the best cosplay I've ever seen, especially from a cartoon.
You should do a picture thing comparison.
Every single thing we talk about, it's got to be right up there, man.
You're telling me
especially when I do all my favourite movies. Every movie has to have its own.
You want me to do work? Get out of my podcast.
Yeah, this isn't coming out till March. What else we got? Oh, that was fun to watch the takedown of Hercules, or rather, Kevin Sorbo. He's constantly tweeting like a douchebag. He's very right wing, very pro-Trump.
Hercules?
Yeah,
he was back
Time's not been kind to him.
There was a few.
Lucy still looks good. He's basically the equivalent of like Firefly. What's that guy's name? He got in a bit of trouble as well for some of his tweets.
I swear she was in Ash vs. the Evil Dead.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. God damn. Is that the wife?
No, she's the fucking.
Well, she had her own show for like a long time.
Was she the Queen of the Demons in the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't finish that show. It got cancelled. So.
3 seasons, it kind of ends.
I didn't watch the last season, but
she's like the ultimate bad guy in the entire thing.
Which streaming thing is it on?
Stan.
See, that's the problem. I couldn't get that working on my TV for a long time. I have to watch it on my PC. And thankfully, now that it's so fucking hot, I'm on the PC a bit more often because it's the only room.
Stan.
Take it, Stan.
Take the sword, Stan.
How do I pass an item from me to another player? Go to Control E. Got it. Right now, push send. Got it. Oh, Stan!
South Park.
You must be the great samurai. Samurai, sorry.
No, stop it. I'm
seeing it.
No, he didn't say it. I said it. It doesn't count.
No.
It's alright. It doesn't count. It's alright.
What?
Unless he says it.
We're getting a...
No, we
Apparently, according to reliable
she's cute.
And
she looks strong.
Highly credentialed sources at the infamous comicbook.com, we're going to get a female protagonist in GTA 6. So I'm buying it.
Click on that article. Don't you fucking click on that article.
I'm not clicking. That's enough.
Oh, look, a seamless edit right here.
It's not seamless anymore.
Oh.
Indiana Jones game, that looks fun. That was you. Maybe you can tell us more.
Is that what you got?
I can tell you what that. What are you expecting for me to get of that?
I don't know. They're going to make another Indiana Jones movie. Great. Will it be any good?
Did you fucking read that? You just said Indiana Jones movie.
Bethesda's
game. What do you mean game? They don't make. This is the first one. It's by Bethesda.
Yes, the problem is they've already made like 5 Uncharted's, 6 Tomb Raiders. They've mined that like exact.
And this is the OG. Also, my bet is what is it like? It's not going to look like Harrison Ford at all, is it?
No.
Do you think it's going to be based on the original movies or its own thing? Do you think they're going to do Colonial Marines where it's like it's a sequel?
They're going to have to use a voice-alike actor as well.
Let's get the original. Why not?
Have you heard him lately?
Also, do you think they can afford Harrison Ford?
No.
Yeah, probably not. No, actually, no. They've got Microsoft now. They've got fuck you money. And Microsoft will do it because they want an exclusive.
He got a point though.
Yeah, but I think Indiana Jones doesn't need any more money. Harrison Ford is just kind of like, he's going to do what he wants to do. No, but I just think he's aged out of even doing voice work.
Yeah, I don't know if he's retired.
Because you're not going to play him as a 70-year-old.
Right.
And he sounds almost 70, so...
Yeah. I mean, doing a voice thing is different to an acting thing, but yeah, he might have just been done with the character.
Oh yeah, so EA have now lost exclusivity of the Star Wars franchise.
Boom, boom. Quite happy about that, because everything they made was shit.
Battlefront 2 got pretty good.
I know, but...
They made it better, but it was shit at the time, so...
They
pulled us out.
I want to see, finally, my fucking... Boba Fett fucking third-person game, which will probably just now be a Mandalorian game.
They have to start from scratch though, because that would be like remaking. What was that game you mentioned before? Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem.
Because that took like 12 years to make.
Constantly.
Yeah, no, but they were still building on the original engine, and then they just kept like adding more shit. By the time it came out, it was completely broken and like generationally defunct. Like it looked like it was made for something from.
I think I bought that for like $10.
Yeah, it was super cheap.
I bought the fucking special edition. If anyone wants to buy my special edition, it's mint.
They'll be lining up. They do go in that direction. Like they, obviously they're going to use the property at some point for a game, but maybe not that. There's all the artwork and stuff they can use, but they almost had a full game. Like they were playtesting it and everything, and it just got scrapped. So it's really sad. I think it's too late to use that code.
I would like a Force Unleashed 3 now, please.
Well, I heard they're making a Knights of the Old Republic, and it won't be EA or anything, so...
I would like to play as Starkiller once again.
Liam Neeson is in talks of doing the Naked Gun reboot.
I would watch that,
because for him.
If you've ever seen Liam Neeson in like Seth MacFarlane stuff where he plays comedy, he's fucking great.
Yeah, he's a good straight guy.
He's a great straight man who also is this like, he's making jokes, but he's not doing it on purpose. It's beautiful.
The shame is I don't think a lot of people will know what the Naked Gun is.
That's sort of sad, yeah. I'm hoping if you haven't seen it, then make sure you go right now and watch all, I think it's 2 or 3 movies.
3.
Yeah.
Well, I know there's Naked Gun, then Naked Gun, what, 33 and a third?
Like, was that the last? I think there's 2.5.
There's 3.
Okay.
Each one had a silly pun in the title.
Yeah. But it's very, like, a lot of the references you won't get unless you grew up on 90s movies.
I feel like a cinema like events would do like, here's the Naked Gun trilogy, and then followed up by the new one. I feel like they would do a 4.
I can't see too many cinemas doing that. Maybe one of the
like
smaller,
just in George Street, I reckon, would do it.
Okay, well, they are getting cooler and more desperate, I guess, since all the problems they've had.
Well, look at that. I mean, every now and then they bring, every couple months they go like, here's the original Alien, here's Kill Bill, here's...
But those are popular cult movies. I can see him doing it with maybe like Python.
No, I think...
But I don't think Naked Gun was ever like that.
No, but I think with a new one coming out, I feel like they would have done it for Vacation, National Lampoons, but then...
Naked,
I missed all those.
Naked Gun 1 and 2 were very good at the time. 3 didn't sell very well. But it was a different time. We would like the movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Us won't like the movie. That's the thing. A lot of people don't think like us.
Yeah, I'd be curious to watch them again now and wonder and see if they're that problematic. Because I know, like American Pie has a lot of issues and movies like that. But I don't know. I think Naked Gun, it went too bad.
It could work. It's just...
So Thrawn is apparently being played by Lars Mikkelsen, who's a bit of a...
I don't know what the fuck this is.
I don't know who that is. Well, it's a new Disney Star Wars thing. They're pumping out so much of that. Like, that's why I was going to read the list. And there's just like 50 Star Wars things coming out.
It looks like if Nightcrawler fucked off more.
What? Okay. Here's my first question for you. Here's my first question to you. Who is Thrawn? What does he do? And is he a good guy or a bad guy?
Have you seen The Mandalorian?
I have. He has no idea who Thrawn is.
Okay, well, there's a scene where he meets Ahsoka.
Can we...
I've seen like 3 episodes of Mandalorian.
Again,
Jesus.
Who is Thrawn?
And that's good. You should like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm asking you, give me your best guess on who Thrawn is and what does he do, and is he a good guy or a bad guy?
Thrawn sounds like a bad guy name. It's the second question. What does he do?
Yeah, what does he do?
I'm assuming he does something that is very sketchy. And he looks like the bad guy, but they're gonna pull a twist and he's an anti-hero. He's not a bad guy. He's actually a good guy. And because Darth Maul looks like he blew his dick in Nightcrawler, Nightcrawler I think was originally kind of an anti-hero, at least in the movies. So, yes, I'm gonna say he is a good guy.
Thrawn works for the Empire, and
he turns good.
And he's basically a Nazi.
But he's a good Nazi.
Basically a Nazi.
Who gets reformed.
basically a Nazi.
Who drops his convictions and becomes a good boy Christian, yes?
Technical difficulties logo goes here.
They get a black eye. Basically a Nazi. Yeah, basically a Nazi. Yes, I agree tenfold now.
Basically a Nazi.
Basically a Nazi. I totally agree now. Basically a Nazi.
Okay. Apparently he did voice Grand Admiral Thrawn in the Star Wars Rebels animated show, so it works that they would use him. And Dave Filoni is looking for...
Give Sam Witwer a live-action role again. He plays Darth Maul, he plays Emperor Palpatine, he plays fucking Star Killer. The man lives and breathes Star Wars. That man knows more about Star Wars than anyone on the fucking planet.
Wait, he does Palpatine?
Yeah, he does Palpatine.
Who?
Sam Witwer.
I don't know.
Isn't he?
I really need to watch Rebels.
Palpatine? Or did two people
He
Palpatine?
does voice acts for Palpatine.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Because the last time Thrawn was seen, he was stuck on a ship with Ezra Bridger, and then they went into the unknown regions. So,
Which is in Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah, and that's where Ahsoka's going off to look for him. I guess Ezra is a good guy?
Yeah.
Right.
And is a Jedi.
Well, there you go. Right, I did want to talk about this. There's an OCC, Oz Comic Con pop-up event, which only has markets and cosplay. I don't know how many people are going to this. I haven't bothered applying for a media pass or anything yet. Got anything on the website to sort of prove that I'm media.
What does
so I'm just like, they're doing time sessions like the EB Games Expo used to do.
Yeah, my question is...
But they are definitely clearing the room, because with EB Games they just let people in during the day, but they didn't really go through and like push people out from what I remember. It was pretty easy to just stay in there.
It's like...
I don't know how they're going to do this.
How expensive is this going to be as well? And like, is it going to be cheap enough where you can just go, alright, here's my next pass?
So is it like a normal con, or...?
No, it's like, it's at the Sydney Showground, so where they normally do it.
Yeah.
It's just for the
So bad place.
Saturday and Sunday. Fuck's sake.
What do you want?
Probably more expensive.
My new phone doesn't autofill. I have to type it letter by letter.
Oh, there you go.
That'll do.
Good enough. You're not actually ordering.
Right, so you're paying all day $41, which is about the same as
That's
you would.
not bad.
But just for a 9 to 12:30 p.m, it's $20.
That is suspiciously
$22.50,
cheap.
probably a little bit more with like ticket tech type bullshit taxes that they put on.
Why is it so cheap? What can you do there?
It's just, there's like an artist alley and then people dressed up in cosplay, from what I've seen.
Oh, okay, well that's why.
So they don't have any stars, there's no sort of actors turning up. It's just very much like...
It's basically just a little social gathering.
Yeah, it's the reason I used to go anyway. Like I never went for the actors.
It's like popcorn, but bigger.
Yeah, much bigger. So I don't know. I'll probably
Except
try.
he would occasionally get one person from Houseout.
Yeah, we had that girl from House O's.
Victoria?
She's yeah, I've done stuff with her.
A bunch of ones like, oh, I love Victoria. I'm like, I never spoke to Victoria once.
Yeah.
She's alright.
I'm sure she's fine. I wouldn't say that's like, any draw card in a big way.
No, she's right.
It's not like Chris Hemsworth.
I wouldn't go, oh my god, I know you. Like, I would stop if the fucking main guy from Houseout was here. I was like, oh, that's cool.
I would be like that if I saw one of you two.
Oh.
I don't care who they are. I'd be like, oh, it's my friendo. Come here, friendo.
What a fucking
I
simp.
see Chris Hemsworth. Whatever. $400. Fuck you. Jaden, nice to see you, Jaden.
I was fucking at Coogee Beach on Sunday, and then fucking Batista was there on Monday.
Oh, you just missed him.
Yeah, and fucking Tuesday I was out in the fucking harbour going around, went down to fucking Bondi.
Is that why you got totally fried?
Yeah, and then Batista was at fucking Bondi. Like, I keep missing people. As someone who's both a Marvel fan and a wrestling fan, fucking hell, that'd be good for me.
Yeah, no, I'd love to get a photo with him. So
Didn't
has anyone here seen the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer?
I haven't, but I know I'm going to see it anyway. Apparently, according to my buddy, they're teasing Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah, no, Mechagodzilla is in the trailer.
Yeah.
It's sort of well hidden, like he's kind of underwater a lot, but it's pretty cool. I'm not a big...
Don't know how they're going to do that, but...
I'm not a huge like Godzilla Kong guy, but this looks amazing.
Didn't that already come out, or was this teased like years ago?
I think they've been talking about it for a while, but this is the first full trailer.
Was
Like 30-second
Did
spot.
they already
It's
make
like-
a Kong movie? Because
Yeah, they've done a bunch of
I feel like at the end they teased Godzilla or something. I feel like
At the end of what?
At the end of the Kong movie.
Or maybe the Godzilla 2 movie they might have teased Kong.
Yeah, there's been a lot of
Maybe.
different
Oh,
takes. There's a book that I have on Audible that I haven't listened to yet. called Snow Crash.
This podcast is sponsored by Audible.com.
Yay.
I would recommend Guardians Guide to the Galaxy. That's what I've been listening to.
It's not, but Audible, I'd love for you to
Guardians Guide to the Galaxy? What?
No, I keep saying that. Hitchhiker's Guide to the
Yes,
Galaxy. Yeah.
that makes more sense.
Yes, I keep
Is it
saying
like the
that.
one where they've voice acted everything, the BBC version? Or it's like the radio play?
I think so. I've honestly never read the book, so I just,
Oh wow.
I wanted
No,
to.
you're in for a treat.
Yeah, I wanted
No,
to.
it's good stuff. That depressed robot Marvin.
Who was the actor? I can't believe I'm forgetting that.
Martin Freeman?
No, but like in
The
the
voice.
movie.
Oh.
Yeah, Martin Freeman.
No, it wasn't. Because the same guy plays Snape.
Okay, yeah, but he wasn't the main character.
Yeah, I said the robot.
Oh, the robot. Oh, was it his voice?
Yeah.
I missed that part. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I can't remember his name, but
He plays
He's dead
Snape in
now.
Harry Potter. Yeah, he's dead.
Alan Rickman.
That's
Alan
it.
Rickman. I would pay so much money to have all my books narrated by Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
There's something about his voice that's very soothing to
I'm
me.
hoping they come up with an AI one day that can like perfectly do it. Snow Crash looks exciting. I've heard a lot of good things about the book, so I'm definitely going to listen to it soon.
I prefer it more than
it's,
Water
it's the
Planet.
next big HBO Max series. Hopefully it does better than Brave New World, which got
A
cancelled after
brave
once.
new world. Oh, I just got sued by
It's a good
Disney.
show. It's a
Good
good
luck
show.
to not having a career, whatever that next story is.
Well, no, it should be fine. Keira Knightley, she's not going to shoot any more sex scenes directed by
Here's the thing.
men.
So
Again,
about
don't
50%
think
of your
Keira
work.
Knightley needs to work.
Oh yeah.
Has she done much lately?
I mean, if you don't want to work, that's fine. If you've got enough.
Pretty
money
certain
to
she got
talk.
paid a shit ton for Pirates.
Yeah. Oh, she was the main bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was she?
Yeah.
She wasn't.
Yeah.
She wasn't
She
in
ain't,
the
gonna,
latest one, was she?
she ain't gonna like that you just called her a bitch, but you know what, Kira? I don't think you're a bitch.
You're a good bitch.
I do think it's weird that
It's
some
an obvious
director conned you to getting your tits out when you were 16, but you know.
Oh,
Which
he's
movie was
a
that?
bitch.
Huh?
Which
you were
movie
good
was
bitch.
I
that?
don't fucking know the
Mm.
name.
I
I
just
just know
remember
she's got her tits out on screen when she was 16.
Well,
Well, it's not as
cool.
bad as Brooke Shields posing for Playboy when
Yeah.
she was 12.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
But have you seen Brooke Shields?
not touching that. The worst part was it was her mum that put her up to it. So yeah, it's all not good. Different time. If I was making a story, this is what Keira says, that was about that journey of motherhood and body acceptance, I feel like, I'm sorry, but that would have to be with a female filmmaker. I don't have an absolute ban, but I kind of do with men. I don't want it to be those horrible sex scenes where you're all greased up and everybody is grunting. I'm not interested in doing that.
So
That
it sounds
that
like
really hot.
it sounds like she does not like rough sex.
I'm very uncomfortable trying to portray the male gaze. I completely see where this sex would be really good in this film, and you basically just need somebody to look hot. So therefore you can use somebody else. And this body has had 2 children, and I'd rather just not stand in front of a group of men naked. So I can kind
Fair
of get
enough.
that. I mean, people use body doubles now, so
Yeah, Amelia
if she's
Clarke.
willing to do that.
Fair enough.
What? She didn't do that in Game of Thrones, though, did she?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was
I will
her with the
state that
dragon
what
at the end
she's
of
saying
season
is
1.
a sexist remark, and if it was
What?
the opposite sex, we should still be okay with that. But if she wants to feel that way, that's perfectly fine. I'm just going to state that though, that it is a somewhat sexist remark, but whatever, it's fine.
You can die on that hill.
No, it is,
I'm not
but carry
touching
on. There's nothing wrong with it.
She goes, I don't want to flirt and mother them, flirt and mother, flirt and mother. I don't want to flirt with you because I don't want to fuck you.
Yeah, don't take shit.
You know what?
Hmm.
I can turn this into a song
You
or a slam poem. It's gonna be
slam poet.
yeah, it's a slam poem.
Before motherhood, you're sexy. But if we talk about the whole vagina splitting thing, then there's that terrifying, there's no sex there, so what do we do?
What's wrong
We go
with
into the
girls?
Virgin Mother retrofit.
Wasn't she in Bend It Like Beckham?
Yeah.
She's a bend that attitude.
So her
Oh.
recent role was misbehavior.
Yeah, and she's fucking misbehaving
She's,
on the video. Oh man, I'm sorry, it's the Guardian. I saw blue and yellow.
God,
And I
wants
was
me to
like,
pay for this. Oh, that's not that recent. I mean, it was in 2020, but it was about the main character was a black contestant in a beauty contest in the 70s. Miss World. Apparently quite a good portrayal of how it went down. Pretty
Okay.
gross.
Okay.
Glad things have moved on.
I'm good on her for having balls.
But yeah, no, she's put herself out there, taken a stance, and I can respect that.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got Harry Potter doing a TV show on HBO Max. So it's basically going to be like the Red Shoe Diaries version of Harry
again,
Potter.
how are we gonna access it though?
HBO Max, I think all this stuff goes on Binge and Foxtel. Or HBO, am I seeing it on Stan?
Is this
Showtime?
Maybe Amazon.
Is this the
No.
one? where Hermione's going to be black? Or am I thinking of something else?
No, that was the theatre play, which was Cursed Child.
Reading about it, and like in the book, it's not clear that she's any particular colour.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
I think the only thing was they described her as having curly hair.
So.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Which someone, I don't fucking care.
Black girls definitely have curly hair.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I'm not a big Harry Potter guy, but that looks like it could be fun.
I'm not interested, but whatever. Good luck.
Japan has changed its laws to make it a lot harder to cosplay any kind of IP and make money from it, which I think it's still okay for most, like from what I've read in the comments. If you're just doing it for fun, like dressing up and going to a convention, you're probably going to be okay.
Yeah.
And obviously it's only in Japan, so we don't have to worry about it too much. A lot of the bigger cosplay stars that they used to fly over to Sydney for Smash.
I'll edit that out. No, put it in somewhere else.
No. I don't know how much money they were making, but enough for their tax people to get involved. So
it'll probably be like,
you know,
easy example would probably be like, just they're not Japanese, but like with Disney, it's like, oh, you're cosplaying as Captain America, you're using the symbol with his shield, you need to pay copyright for that. Or
once they start trying to sell shields or sell like photos with them or something like that, then you're in dangerous territory. But
you can easily just get around.
What if somebody sponsors you?
Well, if you've got like, sometimes, you can have a sponsor or someone get around that,
Right, so we're getting another Tomb Raider, and it's going to be written by the Lovecraft Country creator, Misha Green. He's pretty good. I don't know if you saw any. I don't think anyone here has, but it's fucking good. They touch on that Tulsa riot.
I much more prefer Hate Smash than Lovecraft. Hey,
I see what you did there.
Oh, fuck yeah. Reddit porn.
No, well, there's a good reason why I have that option too.
I love the subreddit God's Pussy.
I don't think that's what that was.
I love how we saw nothing bad. We literally saw nothing
it's just
bad,
God pussy.
But it sounds horrible.
But if it was God's pussy, because God is a woman, wow, that would be some weird ass porn, like going into.
Would you like instantly?
Oh God!
Would you like instantly come?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean you're touched by the holy.
What if like the Earth is like one of God's embryos?
Oh.
And when the world ends, a baby comes out of the Earth, and that creates a new god, and then they poop out another planet, and then it keeps going.
It's like an endless.
Out of all the things that.
So this is
out
like
of all the
longest
religions
9
that I
months.
don't.
We're living on the embryo.
Out of all the religions, I don't want to be right. I don't want it to be that one.
I'm not used to this new phone. I've got an S21 Ultra. It's
Content
nice
hidden. Tinder.
All have an S21 Ultra.
What?
Oh, wait, no, you got an S21, and we got S20s.
Yeah, I went extra, but the problem is it's got this stupid camera thing that sticks out and
Yes, so does ours.
it keeps dropping onto things.
This is why I have this.
Yes, you need poppy sauce.
Yeah, could use one of those. So Google, we've got a weird little standoff between the Australian government and Google, and I think Facebook to a degree, where they want, for no reason at all, for them to pay for articles that pop up that are Australian, stuff that's been free forever. And Google's basically like, nah, fuck you. We're not going to... The amount, like... I was sort of trying to understand this, and I've read a few things now, and I'm like, yeah, the government's being a dick, because they want them to pay a stupid amount every time anyone does a search and an article pops up that's Australian. Like, hey, what's happening with Barilaro in New South Wales, who's one of those idiot politicians? If there's like 5 Sydney Morning Herald articles, and if you click on one of them, then Google has to pay Sydney Morning Herald.
I
For
don't.
the content.
It's just the media stuff. Yeah, no, it's the Australian media having I'm gonna stop attacking my future fucking employment.
Yeah, but like it almost helps the paper. Like if you're searching for something and it gives them like, hey, here's another way for people to find your content. So I don't know why they're about to take that away, because Google's just going to go no, and then have none of its services here, which will get complicated when you want to use, say, Google GPS, your Gmail.
Nah, mate,
so many things
you don't need the
integrated.
Google Maps car, you got the Google Bing car. I'm sorry, the Bing car.
I don't know, it's just...
I'll learn how to read a map again and I'll use DuckDuckGo, I'm fine.
I'll ask Jeeves.
Yeah, ask Jeeves, bro.
Yeah. ScoMo needs to blink and back off, because this is just bullshit. There's another onerous requirement, which is they have to catalogue how many times people have searched for particular things, and like every year come off this long list, and it's It's all fucked up.
It's going to be real concerning when they count how many times I've looked up, what are you doing, step bro? What are you doing?
It's for the memes.
Yeah, it's for the memes. That's why I did it at 2 a.m.
I hope you don't mind giantfreakingrobot.com as a news source.
I'm cool with that because I saw that article.
About this beautiful man, this beautiful
John Bernthal.
I read that when I was, I don't know, wherever I was at the time, and I was very happy.
Yeah. Out of all the Punishers, he is by far the best Punisher.
Yes.
And we're going to keep seeing him in action. It's been confirmed. He's coming back, and he's going to have his own property. It will probably be on Disney Plus.
I love it.
And it will be dark, and it will be... I don't think they need to go into the whole backstory.
Yeah.
But technically, it's probably a reboot.
I read something because of this article.
Right.
I read another article on this website because of this article.
Yeah.
Good story.
Which was another Marvel-related article. They're confirming that Thanos is going to be returning in some sort of way in some sort of Disney product.
Yeah, it'll be his parents. I read that. Because it's not...
Still being played by Josh Brolin, who will still also be playing Cable, and man, is Deadpool going to have a field day with that.
Yeah. No, he's coming back as, like, I guess, Thanos' father, who looks more human than Thanos. Because they're like these sort of godlike people.
Like, click on
and
the
that would be like this one to find the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did see that, and I did read a little on it. And I don't know if it'll pop up down the bottom here.
Go back. You passed it.
I did. Oh, yeah, it was within the...
Yeah.
It just says he's taken the screen as Cable. It doesn't say he's definitely coming back as Cable.
Will we returning to prize as Mad Titan playing Thanos in Marvel's Phase 4?
I mean, maybe in like if they go back in time again. I thought it was more that...
we originally had the script that Josh Brolin was coming back into the MCU as both Thanos and the aforementioned Cable. This wasn't totally clear at the time what fashion those would come on to the screen. For this latest rumor, it looks like Thanos is going to have a role in the upcoming Eternals. From the comic book canon, this is...
Yeah. And with Angelina Jolie.
This casting move makes total sense, and a great reason to bring Josh Brolin into the fold. Thanos, the son of the two Eternus, Alaz and Suisan?
Suisan. So he's half Asian, that's cool. Laza, they could be just weird names that they've come up with that have no bearing on race. They're aliens. So.
I'm assuming they're going to be some sort of Silver Surfer, like fucking cosmic being. I'm assuming they're not going to go whole down that the comic book route where his mother looked him in the eyes and she went mad. Or maybe she will.
Thanos' eyes.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's the mother's gave birth to him in the comic and she looked him in the eyes and she went fucking crazy.
Wow. I got to read more comics.
I gave birth to
a so that's squash. Pretty interesting to keep an eye on, because I know I think it was 2019, they had all the actors from the Eternals turn up at a Comic-Con and, stand around and look great. But it's been so long, so hopefully they've at least been working and have something to pump out.
Yeah.
At least.
You're going the wrong way, Pat.
I know, it's just there was something, there's this one and then the other thing about Reddit, and then I'll go back and do the best movies. But yeah, I just thought it was sad that it was too much for her. I read the article for once, and there was a group that was very cosplay friendly, because it was basically people during the lockdown. Did I say lockdown?
Yeah, you did.
Well, the lockdown...
Sorry, we get it.
Hey, it counts when you're in fucking, like, Sydney, because you were locked down in your locked town.
Yep. So they had this fantastic group which went viral, and it was getting, like, thousands of people every hour to join. I think it ended up with over 1 million members, but it was basically as simple as going outside to put your bin on the street, and when you did so, you dressed up and then you took a photo and put it in the group.
Oh yeah, I saw TikToks of that too.
Yeah, it just went stupidly
Except
viral.
it was men in like really like high quality suits.
You had Darth Vaders, you had robots, you had like the best
I'm talking
primo...
like 3-piece suits, not cosplay.
Well, that too. Yeah. Like, you name it. Anything you could imagine that would look
something
pretty interesting just in someone's front yard, or sort of weird, funny takes on various things that were happening at the time.
Yeah, cool.
It got done, and but it just... The woman that was running the site, she had a couple of friends come on to help her, but she was still spending 60 to 70 hours a week moderating it, and she got a bit upset with the number of people that were being trolls, basically, and it all became too much, and she had to archive it. So it's still there, so you can go and look at stuff that's been posted, but there's no more. I think an archive group means you can only, it's like a read-only file. Yeah, it's just,
if I'm correct,
like museum status.
I feel like you could have just had more moderators at that point.
Yeah, I know, it seems a bit weak, but I mean, she was putting way too many hours into a group where you're not getting paid.
Yeah.
It's selfless, and having run, like they do talk about the difficulties of running a Facebook group, and how much politics can come into it. And trust me, I've been there.
Yeah, I've seen you get attacked a lot on cosplay in action. And I've immediately come in whoever the dude is.
Yeah.
Just the best, whether you're right or wrong, I just go, you're a cunt. Like, leave.
I get that in my
It's
Discord.
a tricky tightrope to walk. Yeah, like you want to be chill and have everyone relax and just be able to shit talk. But then where do you draw the line if it goes too far? And some people can't tell that it's just mates giving each other.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of his Discord, man, you stream at some weird fucking hours. I'll be up at it's like 3 a.m. Hi everyone, I'm streaming right now.
It's the same time every day of the week, 10 a.m. and 10 p.m.
No, I've seen like a 2 a.m. one, man.
Yeah, because it goes for 4 hours.
But why don't I get the notification 2 a.m.?
Oh, well then that's being weird then. Because it's 10 a.m. to... Sometimes I'm late, like 10, 15 minutes late. So it'll be like 10 p.m. for example, and then I'll finish 4 hours from then.
Yeah.
Or 10 a.m. I'll finish. Yeah, it's weird. YouTube and that is weird.
Yeah, I don't think I could watch anything at 2 a.m.
I do it because I have American viewers, so I try to please both.
I figured that was... Oh, as long as you're happy. Bring them over here. I want to get at least one comment on our YouTube stream.
I'll comment.
Somebody don't know. By the time we do another episode, that would be like... yes, another year where 3 guys get together and record stuff that no one ever watches or has any
But
feedback.
now,
Now.
with hats.
Bigger and better every time.
Taking my fat.
With hats that definitely aren't going to be here next episode.
Yeah, it's getting a bit hot. Even though it's probably the coolest day I've had in about 2 weeks. So, or longer.
Let the
23
rain
degrees.
fall down and the copyright strike.
Loving it. So, I did a little list of my favourite films and TV shows and games of 2020.
And now we can judge him.
Yeah, we can definitely
me.
jump him.
For some reason, Wonder Woman's not on there. But that's okay. I've got that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So I guess Wonder Woman can slip down there at the bottom.
I have seen
not many.
3 of those on your movies list. Which ones on your movies list have I seen?
I think you've seen Extraction because it was on Netflix.
I assume you've seen Borat.
You've probably seen a bit of Borat, but it was on Amazon. I don't know if you've got that. Seen Trial of Chicago 7. I think you saw that. I think we talked about it.
Okay, so I have seen the Trial of the Chicago 7 because we have discussed that.
Yeah.
I have seen Borat. I do have Amazon Prime.
Okay.
And I watched The King of Staten Island.
That was a good movie. That's probably, I know it was my son's favourite of the year, and I think it's right up there
I
for me
think it could have been better, but I did enjoy it.
But I mean, again, we're talking about 2020.
Yeah.
So the competition's not as probably thick as it usually would be, but it was a good movie.
Can you scroll down to your TVs just real quick?
I've got a lot more TV because obviously when you come home it's easy to
The Joker didn't come out in 2020, did it?
No. Again, I was looking for some other big movie, and I was like, wow. I was looking for Parasite, but that was definitely 2019.
Okay.
That's more than 10.
Yeah, no, I just got carried away, and I was like, everything that I liked, and I can't spell Mandalorian.
That's alright.
It auto-corrected it wrong. All these things came out. I'm going to just run through. Raised by Wolves. First season came out. Watch that. It's awesome. Westworld, the last season
I have
came
seen 8 shows on this.
Okay. Ted Lasso, I haven't actually seen, but it's definitely on the top of my list.
No, it doesn't count yet. Nah.
I just want to mention it.
My favourite shows of the year. Now here's what I haven't seen, but I loved it. Fuck off.
No, it's just, these are things I want to talk about, and I know that I'll love it, so. Everything else I have seen. Upload, really good. Lovecraft Country, great.
Why do you have Bosch there?
Bosch.
What is Bosch?
It's Bosch. It's a cop show. It wasn't in the IMDb list for some reason, but I added it myself. They're doing season 7 right now. They're filming, and it's the last season. So.
Alright, what have I seen on this list? I'm not. By the way, if I've watched the show but I haven't watched it, I didn't watch it.
I know you've seen Mandalorian.
Okay, seen Mandalorian, correct.
Teenage Bounty Hunters. I know you've seen that.
Because I plugged that to you.
Rick and Morty, The Boys.
Yes, it's halfway.
I feel like I'm trying to compete now with him.
I don't think you've seen.
I think you've seen at least one more, but I don't know what.
Maybe Tiger King.
I said 8. Tiger King. You got 3 more. I think one of you briefly mentioned one, but you didn't go all the way.
You haven't seen Umbrella Academy.
Oh, you have.
Umbrella Academy. 2 more. Okay. I'll give you
High Score. Did you watch any of that?
I'll give Pat one more because he briefly said Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed that.
Yeah.
One more.
I don't know any others.
We've touched on it in this show.
I'm not
Truth Seekers?
No.
Because I touched on that. And I know I
We
mentioned
both
Westworld a bunch of
touched on
times.
it.
I'm gonna guess Fargo.
I know I mentioned Raised by Wolves because I couldn't remember the...
Yeah, I
title.
remembered it. You did.
And you looked it up and then edited it in really
No.
smoothly.
Clearly, I remembered it.
Yeah, sure.
Who? I think.
Queen's Gambit.
No, I went to watch it. Haven't. Didn't.
Okay. So
If I haven't finished an episode, I'm not
Better
gonna
Call
do it.
Saul. That's a good show. The Boys.
You already said
Wait,
that.
I already
The
said
Boys.
that. I've got a terrible memory.
I have no idea.
I should not play blackjack. Yeah, but you still got to have a good memory.
You want to cheat?
Yeah. That's the only reason I would play that, if I could cheat. If I could be like Rain Man. No, I don't know what the other one would be.
Upload.
Oh, God, yeah. You did watch that. We talked about it. Okay. No, that was probably my favourite would be, if I had to do a top 3, Bosch, Upload, Westworld,
The Boys,
The Boys,
Upload.
definitely,
and I'd say Mando,
and Better Call Saul.
followed by Umbrella.
Yeah, I don't know if else, obviously not everyone's reading this, but Ozark is in there, Rick and Morty, Star Trek, Discovery.
No, Star Trek Disco.
It's just too late. There's a new thing that's dropped, it's like the Lower Decks on Prime, that looks really good.
Yeah.
It's got Jonathan Frakes,
Oh, yeah.
a bunch of actors,
I've seen
and it
them.
follows 2 people, including the guy from Community, who's like,
The old fuck? Or the
no, the
gay fella?
autistic Indian looking dude.
Oh yeah.
Him, yeah.
I think it's him that's in
I
it.
just want Simon Pegg and Nick Frost to make a Star Wars movie where they just play 2 fucking stormtroopers.
Yeah,
That's all I want.
like an overweight stormtrooper.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it just follows them the entire time. Like it's in the Empire. It's during fucking episode 4 to 6, and they're just on the outskirts of some planet, and they just hear about it all going on, but they never see anything.
Can they do a Bill Burr and take their helmet off most of the time? Because they're just like, yeah, it's too hot.
Yeah,
No one
yeah.
seems to mean.
Yeah,
like,
if
say
they
anything,
go,
they're just
if like, I want them to just barely miss all the action half the time. If it's like they're in hot planet, yeah, of course.
Yeah, just come in afterwards.
Yeah. Do you got another thing after TV or what?
His Dark Materials, I recommend that. Truth Seekers has got Nick Frost, so go watch it. Pen 15 or Penis, it's quite funny. You see 2 seasons of that. It's about these 2 girls that are like 30 something, but
Okay,
they play themselves as...
I know you have not played Animal Crossing.
No, but everyone was talking about it and was saying it was the best game of 2020, so I was like, that should be
Being
mentioned.
cheap.
There are
Among
3
Us-
games on this list out of this list of
Yep,
6 games
that you played.
that I have played.
I know Ghost of Tsushima is one of them. Last of Us 2 you must have had a crack at.
You've
Probably
played,
Spider-Man.
You've played.
Cyberpunk.
You've played either or Fall Guys Are Among Us.
I haven't played either of those.
Alright.
But they just...
on the
The
list.
first half of 2020, everyone talked about Fall Guys, and then the second half of 2020, and even up till now, even my 5-year-old son is playing Among Us.
Okay.
So,
Cyberpunk.
Mm.
Ghost.
Yep.
Fall Guys.
okay.
Yeah. I know you played at least one of them.
Yeah, I'd put...
Animal Crossing.
I got
is
to
the
agree
best
with
on
you.
that
Like
list.
last episode, I said Cyberpunk should be in the Game of the Year. I disagree with my previous... I was joking. Like, if
Yeah, I
anyone's
told
gonna
you to
call me
go
on it.
fuck yourself, I believe.
yeah. I was like, it's got amazing writing and there's so many things awesome about it, but it's not ready yet. Like, it shouldn't have come out when it did.
Again, I'll say what I said then now. If only we wouldn't send developers death threats.
Yeah, no, I agree. Or that if only, like, the management wouldn't force them to put something out before it's ready.
If only developers' business locations should stay private from the public.
Well, I don't think a death threat should really provoke a company to release a game.
No.
I feel like enough of them fucking would.
But I don't think it. No, Capcom had not death threats, but they were like,
Hey, let's
shit-
say you're Phil Spencer,
eh.
and I really want Viva Pinata 3, and I send you 50 fucking death threats in a day by mail.
Yeah, but then you'll just threaten me to
I
make
think
like
you're more
you'll
likely
threaten
to
me
get,
to do whatever you want then next.
you're more likely to get the FBI knocking on your door than like the game.
I see your point.
Yeah.
It's just in my head, I'm like, give them an inch, give it, because then they'll be like, now we want Resident Evil 20. It's like, but we can't do
Now,
that. We don't have rights or something.
Thank you, Resident Evil 8, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That came out, didn't it?
No, the trailer did.
Uh-huh.
And I don't see the downside of my death in this whatsoever. I will take me a Victorian goth chick who is clearly a witch any day of the fucking
Oh, I've seen that.
Hello,
meme.
darling.
You can have the vampire. I want the witch.
The witch?
Yeah.
Which one are you talking
The
about?
fucking one that's fucking got all this shit
Yeah,
here
the
with
one
the
that-
fucking hood.
The one that's all over Reddit, and everyone's like, yes.
Oh, I
love
haven't
that.
seen that one. I've just seen the one with the smile.
Start Googling. Get
Start
your phone.
Googling.
Get your phone.
Maybe I'll change my mind. I would do what I saw in one meme if I saw that vampire and I'd just hug her. And she's like, you're supposed to be running, darling.
Oh, stop this.
She would say that too. Darling,
I
you're
don't-
supposed to be running.
I don't want to run, Mama. I want to stay here. A witch? Is that you want to look up?
Yeah.
Because the witch is the one I'm seeing all over Reddit.
Resident Evil witch.
Oh, that's gross.
Come on, Google it.
What am I googling?
Resident Evil.
Vampire.
I'm just gonna look up women.
You keep showing me the vampire.
For the record, I'm going to do a little pet peeve. Am I the only one out there who does not like the spelling of women
That
in
one.
Australia?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Why couldn't I find it? What did you Google?
A little creepy.
Little
Maiden.
creepy. I'm into that. I'm into
Little
the.
creepy. I don't blame you. She's not ugly.
Yeah.
A little creepy. Little smudge. Little
Fuck's
smudge.
sake.
Clearly, she likes to eat ass.
Clearly, I was about to say to something like that. Clearly, she's a good kisser. Clearly, she likes to eat ass.
Tell me she doesn't like. You, by the way.
Oh my god, you didn't get a picture. Please,
Oh,
you didn't get a picture of
Oh
her.
yeah, don't worry. I'll find one.
Oh, fuck.
Your phone case is very satisfying to hold.
Why, thank you. I even made my pop socket orange as well.
So I even put in Maiden and it still
That's-
comes up with this
what-
stupid
what is-
vampire bitch.
This is vinyl.
I don't know. They said it was like army grade or some shit like that. I can find it for
Feel
you
this
later.
phone case. Like, do this. It's fucking so satisfying to hold.
It's plastic.
It's
I
not
don't know.
plastic. It's like rubber. I think it's rubber.
No, it's plastic. That's not bad, yeah.
It's fucking very satisfying. But anyway,
It's
yeah.
very solid.
You tell me she does not eat ass.
Oh, man.
She likes it with that face as well. So,
Alright, so that's all the games that we can talk about. My favourite was probably Spider-Man, even though it came out in the year before. I spent most of 2020
Ooh,
playing that, so.
ooh.
Anyway, now we'll move on to what happened. How many people died? A whole bunch of people. Not as bad as 2019, I think. We lost a lot then.
right.
But we still lost Kobe Bryant, Chadwick Boseman, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So yeah, some tragedies there, which sort of that was like the only like really shitty thing that Trump managed to do that's going to have like a lasting effect that can't be reversed. Like Biden's reversing a lot of his fucked up shit right now.
Hey,
But-
hey. The Diet Coke button was a good idea.
You heard that joke. Is that real?
Yes!
That's nuts. Yeah, you could just press a button and someone would bring him a Diet Coke.
Dude,
That was funny. I want
that's-
one.
Diet.
that's baller as shit. If you're the president of the United States, you ain't got time to go get a Diet Coke yourself.
I want a
Get a
button.
button.
I want a button that gives me a box of donuts and a large frozen Coke.
I'm sure that
What kind of
was...
donuts?
Cinnamon.
From?
Hot donuts.
They'll have to have a fryer,
Ah,
right?
see, man.
Either that or
I want Krispy Kreme.
I was about to
glazed.
say I'll accept Krispy Kremes, Krispy Kreme donuts.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't have to be cinnamon. I like the other ones with the glazed.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm the producer.
Alright, what else?
You may create the fucking show.
So we had two
You tilt people's the cat hair on it. Carry on.
We had two impeachments, we had elections, we had bushfires. Thankfully, this year looks like we're avoiding those. There's one in South Australia right now, but
Yeah, but you know,
hopefully
the South shall rise again.
I think we've run out of fuel. Like, they burnt so much last year that hopefully it's a while before they kick off again.
Now hear me out. Hear
Big
me out.
way.
Hear me out. We just say to the fires, you're under arrest for assault because we don't want to fight you.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll listen. The coronavirus thing, that was
Oh yeah,
something
that thing.
happened.
That
little
that
slide.
thing. The thing that ruined your birthday. Just your birthday.
Just mine.
Just yours.
No one else.
Again, I'll say it once. I'll say it every fucking episode. Same birthday. We need to get fucking.
I've got a feeling this year it's not going to be much different. We're still not out of the woods.
We need to get our friend who also has the same birthday.
Mm.
I'm blanking on her name. I was in her short film.
Oh wow, that's right. Yeah, the Canadian chick.
She's American, not Canadian.
Sure, she's Canadian.
American.
I don't know.
Casey Cooper.
Casey Cooper. We need to
Thought
get
she
her
was
on the
Canadian.
fucking show. Next Iron Fest. The Iron Fest actually happens this year.
Alright, do
I'll
it.
get her on the show.
Yep.
I think they are doing it. I think it's
I'll bring the fucking everything I need to. I'll set it up in my fucking room. I'll put a fucking green screen up if I fucking need to. I'll tear it down. I'll fucking go, let's fucking film this thing, and I will get pissed.
We lost one of our greatest manufacturing brands, which was Holden. Rest in peace. Yeah, I can take my hat off for that.
Yeah, your hat.
That was always my favourite. Never driven one, weirdly. Always had a soft spot. May 25th, we had the death of George Floyd.
Was that last year?
Yeah, that was last year.
Ages ago. Man, that's how fucking long that year was.
And that kicked off some minor riots. A couple of buildings here and there got burned down. No one really died until the right wing had a go, and then they showed us how it's done.
Not as fucking annoying, like, you know, that was a pretty bad death. But the death of my Christmas party last year, the fact that I didn't get one is a fucking crime.
Yeah, I mean, relatively speaking, that is much worse. So
listen, that didn't affect me. This did.
All about perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
August, we had Lebanon. That was a pretty big deal. You know, an entire port blowing up.
Yeah.
I guess that was the closest thing we had to like a superhero movie style event. Someone would have been in there rescuing people.
Killing us all.
Yeah, and then it was pretty quiet until our government again is getting in trouble with an unnecessary, like just provoking China into like stopping us from being able to export anything to them.
This one doesn't count. But I want you to read this, Matt.
What was it that? Because I remember I did the edit for last episode and we discussed the DVD. I think we mentioned the name, but we didn't really go into why you were so like.
Oh
horrified.
no, and we're not going to. Still, the reason he owns this is because of the last name.
Yeah.
I want you to read the back summary, not out loud.
Bilitis.
Not out loud. Not out loud. For the love of God, you'll understand.
Bilitis is the beautiful.
Don't
story
read it
of
out
a young
loud.
girl. David Hamilton was born in London, 1933.
That's a weird like segue, isn't it?
100-year-old house.
It has the story premise, and then it's like, by the way, David Hamilton was born, blah blah blah.
He's devoting himself exclusively to photography. He has worked for the best magazines, including Vogue, Penthouse, some other random shit. His work has been shown throughout the world in Photokina exhibition. The images from this movie are instantly recognized as David Hamilton's.
This looks really shit, but also so bad that it's good.
Yeah, possibly.
Should I read
Porn
that?
Shop Chronicles.
No, we only generally do one, though I wanted to do that one. I've done that one before. I just wanted, because it was so bad, I wanted you to see it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's done?
Do you think this chick's legit?
Mitchell, 24.
Oh, wow.
Add one my Snapchat. Monica.
Well, the fact that her name is Michelle and her Snapchat is Monica, I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah.
What? No, that's not Michelle.
This is
Oh, look,
Michelle.
it's
I was
Michelle.
about to say, that can't be Michelle.
Secret
No, if
stuff.
you swipe right on that, I'm gonna hit you.
Her face looks like a duck.
Okay, guys, we're clearly at the end of this fucking episode because at this
No,
point
he's
now,
going
on Tinder now, so yeah.
At this point now, which is going through past Tinder, I'm not quite sure what happened.
And now we're just judging the people that he's flicking. Oh,
Yay!
you're doing that stupid shit.
What?
Don't accept him. He's flicking like on everyone. He's
Yes.
that guy. Don't be that fucking bitch or guy.
But that's every guy.
No, fuck
Trust
the
me.
lot of you who do that. No, it's not
Who's
fucking
got
cool.
time to sit there and go, I don't know, let's look at the next photo.
Oh, who's got the time
Can
to
I-
talk to someone
hold
about
up,
fucking
hold up,
feelings and
hold up.
shit? No. Yes.
Hold up. Can I write the
talking.
Can I write the opening line?
Oh, okay. Wait, I'll just make sure it's...
Real. If that's real, I'm writing the opening line because I'm fucking good at that.
Maybe we
shit.
could do that as a theme.
Diana.
Find
There's only one
someone
photo.
on Tinder.
Any description?
Nope. I don't think it's that real, but go nuts.
Okay.
I think my aim can even that out.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right.
Damn.
I'm sorry for that, but let's have a look at this before I end the fucking show.
Damn.
Oh, you didn't wrap
I
it?
don't have this.
Really?
No.
Okay. No, well, that was my wrapping. I bought a little fancy bag.
Oh, okay. Fair
It's a
enough.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine shirt. Thank
And I
you.
figured you're a small.
Yes, I'm a small or an extra small. I like it tight.
Yeah. Tweet, tweet,
I'll
tweet.
let
What's
you
it say
keep
on the
your
back?
mouth.
I forget that it had. Is it noise? No, it's the law without the order. There was another one where it was just noise.
Cool motive, still murder. So, thank you for watching the Banana Split podcast. Well, I should really say, thank you for enduring the Banana Split podcast. If you've made it this far,
I'm impressed.
I'm impressed. Hit me up on my Instagram.
It doesn't count if you just skipped.
Yeah, hit me up on my Instagram, and if you can recite exactly, if you can tell me what the secret frame that I put in of a single image in somewhere in this fucking video, I will take you to dinner.
Is it like a subliminal?
Yeah, it's gonna be like that smoke. Are you smoking yet? No.
What if they're in China? Are you still taking them to dinner?
I will buy you some bat soup. It's fine, I'm Chinese, I can make the joke.
What percentage was it though?
7.
That's enough. Could be at least 10% to make that joke.
I'm sorry, are you the fucking judge of what I can or cannot do now, Asian boy? I should be careful, otherwise you'll be fetishizing me next.
Yeah. I've had my fill of twinks.
Enjoy it. I'm sorry, who's stronger than who still?
I was holding back.
Okay. Enjoy your dessert and get the fork out.